Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Code Enzyme. And I know it's been a long time, like around 5-6 months since I made a video on YouTube. So if you're watching, welcome back. Okay. So in this video, as many of you requested me to continue this series on graph algorithms, I will discuss a new problem. It is called the de Bruijn sequence. So let's first read the problem statement and hopefully you will get to learn something new from this video. Okay. Okay, so your task is to construct a minimum length bit string that contains all possible substrings of length n. For example, for n equals to 2, these are the possible strings like 1 0 0 1 1 0, sorry 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. And this is the minimum length string that you can make um, from this, right? So what is the length of this? 1 2 3 4 5. So this is the 5 length, so the length is 5 and this is the minimum length that you can get. Which contains all these other substring. So first of all, I hope you will pause this video. I know you will not, but still I will give you 5 seconds to pause this video and try this problem on your own, and then we can continue. Okay. And okay, so kindly also hit that like and subscribe button because I don't really know how much. I mean, it takes efforts to make these videos, right? So kindly like this video and subscribe to my channel and support me. Otherwise, I don't really feel motivated enough to make more videos. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we are here and this is a string 0 0 1 1 and 0. So how do we get to it? Uh, I think I should make it more interactive. So I will not just give you the algorithm. Let's try to make an intuition also. Like how do we actually get to this point? So if I have these strings like 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 and 1 1, okay, I want to create a substring that has the minimum length, okay, and it contains all these. So what I should do, and I mean these are like pieces of puzzles, right? So if there is a puzzle piece like this, let's call it 0 0, okay, then there is a puzzle piece that has um, that looks something like this. I know I'm drawing an amoeba right now, but let's say it is like 0 1. So I can say that this looks like a 0, this looks like a 1. So I can join these two pieces together, right? So 0 0, and instead of using these, instead of making a string like 0 0 and 0 1, I can create a string of 0 0 1, right? That will reduce my length of string. I hope you get my point, right? And I mean, sorry for the bad analogy. Okay. uh, I mean, what can I say? Like, how do you actually think of something like this? So let's say I have I mean, I know, like, let's say this is called a 0, okay, and let's say okay, so let's say this piece is called 0, like this shape is called 0, and this shape is called a 1, okay. So I know 0 and 1 can go together like that. Somehow also zeros and zeros can go together. Okay, okay, I get it. Sorry for the bad analogy. Sorry for the bad. I'm not really prepared for this video right now. I just thought it was a nice Saturday, so I decided to make one. Okay, so we have 0 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1. So how do we go about it? So if I try something greedy, like, okay, we have 0 0, and what is the string that is inside this dictionary that I want to have? Which string is closest? So I think from 0, if I put, I mean, does it make sense to put another 0 here? That is going to create redundancy in this string, right? So we should put at least a 1 here, right? Make sense? So if I put a 1, so I am getting a 0 1. Now from here I have a 0 1. And since there are only two digit numbers here, if I have a 1, then from 1 I can go to 1 0, or I can go to 1 1. So I mean, doesn't really matter. Let's go to 1 0 first. From 0 1, we already got a 0 1 here. No, I think I did something wrong. We have a 0 0. We also have a 0 1. So we are done with these two. Let me pick a different color. So we are done with these two, right? And now from 0 1, I can go to either 0 0 or 1 1. So if I go to 1 1, okay, then I mean, I already got 1 1, right? There is no shortcut to change colors. Then I want to go to 1 0, so I can put a 0 here. So this is also done. What is left? We have a 0 1 2 3 4 5. 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. Okay, we got all of them, and this is also file in subsequence. So this is also one of the possible answers. What was given here? 0 0 1 1 0. Oh, oh, and this is exactly the same and that was given in example. Okay, sorry about that. Let's try to do something different. I think I will just go in reverse. Yeah. So we have 0 0. Let's actually start from 1 0 this time. So if you have 1 0, then I think I can easily combine this or this. So let's combine. If I put a 1 here, then these two are done, right? Now I want to have 1 1, so I think I will go with this. Now I want to have 0 0, so I can put it at the start also or an end also. Let's put an end. So this is of length 1 2 3 4 5 6. It contains all the strings that are in the dictionary, but it is not of the minimum length. So it is a deep Bruijn sequence, but it is not of the minimum length, right? So this is not the optimal answer. So we want to find the minimum length. Okay, so what else can we think of? So since obviously it is in the graph algorithm system, and we are somewhere near the Eulerian tours and paths, so it will have something to do with Eulerian tours, right? So what we can do is, let's say we are at position 0, okay, we are at position 1, we want to we have only these two zeros and ones, right? From 0 I can make, like, if I am at 0, okay, I can add another 0 to get 0 0, right? I think this much you agree. From 0 I can add another 0 to get 0 0, right? From 0 I can append a 1 here to get a 0 1. Agreed? So at 1 I can add another 1 to get to form 1 1, right? And from 1 I can add a 0 to get a 1 0. If you could not understand that, kindly go back a few seconds and rewatch this part again. I hope you get this part right, how to draw this graph, and kindly do it on pen and paper, not just watch it here, otherwise you will not understand. Okay, so this is here. Now the algorithm says that pick any vertex, whichever you like. You can pick 0 also, you can pick 1. Actually I will do both of them for you. Let's see, if I pick 0 first, okay, I go on this path. I say, okay, from 0 I'm starting at 0, okay. First let's now for I can choose any of the outgoing edges. I can choose 1, I can choose 0. So okay, let's choose 1 first. So I can go 1. Then does it make sense to choose this 0? If I choose this 0, okay, then I can choose this 0 again. Now I have nowhere to go. This is not a Eulerian path, right? I want to visit all of the edges to make the minimum length minimum length. So obviously that was not optimal. I should have chosen this one, okay, and then I can go to this 0 and then I can go to this 0. So we have this one of the Eulerian paths. It has 0 0, it has 0 1, it also has 1 0, and it also has 1 1, and this is of length 5. So this is a correct solution, right? We can also start from, let's say we can also start from this edge. Let's say we are starting from, okay, let's start from 0 only, but this time I will not choose, I will not go to 1 first. I will choose this 0. So you have 0 0, then we go from 0 to 1. So we have 1, then I can again, I mean it does not make sense to go to through this because this edge is already visited, right? So I can go to through this again. So we have 1 here, and then I can go from for 1 0. So we have, I'm putting this value, and from here I don't really need to because all the edges are now visited and our tour is complete. I started here and I ended here. Okay, so this has 0 0, this has 1 0, this has 0 1, and this has 1 1. So this is also a correct answer. Just for examples, I will also try to go from the first node here. So if I'm starting at 1, okay, I can go to 1 again. So this is visited. Now I can go this way. So this is like 0. Then from here I can go to 0 again. And from here I can go to 1. So this is of length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This is of length 5, and does it have all the sequences, all these strings in the dictionary here? So for this we can just see like we have 0 0, we have 1 0, we have 0 1, and we have 1 1. Okay, so we have everything. Okay, so this is also one of the correct answers. Obviously this has a prerequisite that you should be familiar with Eulerian paths and cycles. So we want to find a Eulerian path starting from any vertex, ending at that same vertex using all of the edges. Okay, and how do we say that a Eulerian path will always exist? Okay, let's first, I hope you understand this example. I will try to go a bit more deeper into the solution. Let's try for n equals to 3 this time. Okay, let me change the color. Okay, so we have for n equals to 3, what are the possible that number of strings? So I can go for 0 0 0, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and 4 zeros, 3 4, and 4 ones. So we have these 8 strings. Okay, this is my dictionary. I want to create a minimum length. So what I will do is I will create 4 what should I say, 4 I mean, okay, let's try to create a graph of 2 length strings. So for 2 we have 0 0, then we have 0 1, then we have 1 0, and 1 1. Okay, now try to pause the video and think what edges should I make such that its Eulerian path will give me a minimum length de Bruijn sequence optimal answer. Okay, okay, so if you have tried it now, let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift these bits. I mean, I want to find the most similar path, so I'm trying to make the prefix like if I have an edge from A to B, I want to try that the suffix of this A, or if it is an n bit string, I want to have n minus 1 bits same of the suffix of A at least. Okay, so since this is of length 2, what I want to do is I want to ignore this first bit, and if there were more like for if there were more like zeros here, I want to consider like what will happen if I put a 1 here. If I put a 1, So it will become 0 1. So let's make an edge like this. What if I put a 0 here? It will become like this. Now for this node, if we ignore this first bit and consider all the bits here that we have, if I put a 0, this will become 1 0, right? So let's make an edge like this. If we put a 1, this will become 1 1. If I put a 1 here, ignore this first bit, consider all the rest of the bits and add 0 and 1 here, okay? So if I put a 1 here, and if I put a 1 0, ignore this first, make a 1 0 here, it will point to this node, right? So this will become 1 0. If I put, ignore this first bit, I'm left shifting all of the bits, considering only the n minus 1 length suffix, which is the 1 0 right now. And if I put a 1 here, it will point to this node, right? So let's make it like this. And now if I put a 0 here, it will point to here. Okay. So now please pause this video and try to make this graph yourself. Otherwise you will not understand anything from now. Okay. Now from here we can choose any of the node that we want. I can choose this, I can choose this, any of the node. So let's say, just for the sake of simplicity, let's choose this 0 0. So if I have 0 0, okay. Now from here I can use this edge first. Okay, let's go here. That is the only outgoing edge left. So 1. Now I can go this way also, I can go that way also, both will work, I think. So let's use this one. So 0, then 1, okay, then another we have 1, then let's use this edge also, 1, then we can go through this edge, 0, and then we can go through this edge, 0. Okay, so this is one of the possible answers. I mean, we can just see like this is 0 0 0. So this is done. Then do we have 0 0 1 here? Okay, we also have 0 0 1. This is also done. Then we have 0 1 0. 0 1 0 is done. 1 1 1 0 1. Does it have 1 0 1? Yeah, that is also done. Then we have 1 1 1. Okay. Sorry, did I miss something? Sorry, we have 0 0 1. 0 0 1 0 0 1. Okay, that was already done. Then we have 1 1 1. That is done. 1 1 0. This is also done. 1 0 0 and 0 1 1. Do we have 0 1 1 here? Yeah, this is 0 1 1. So that is also done. So this string has all of these strings, and this is the minimum length, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So this is my answer. I mean, there can be many possible strings, so you can start with any node, you can end at any. And why a Eulerian and why a de Bruijn sequence will always exist, because you can see that every node has only 2 outgoing edges, so the degree is always even. Since the degree is always even, the graph is balanced, and every balanced graph has a Eulerian tone, so this will always exist. Okay, so in this video I will not discuss the code of this. I think if you have watched the previous video, you can use the same logic to create your own solution. So I will leave this open to you. Can we find the length of this sequence, and can we count the number of de Bruijn sequences that will be present? That is one of the problems, interesting problems, that you should try to think of your own. As for the length of the sequence, it will be like, this will be n minus 1 bits, right? Plus every path length is constant. If you see, I mean, what is happening, like this is of length n, and these two will always have 1 bit common, right? So if I want to have, this will add 1, 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 right? Yeah. So if we have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, do you see something similar going on? Like, okay, let's see. So if I skip, what is the number of this? This is like 2 to the power 3, right? Plus n minus 1. So I think the number of bits, sorry. So the length of this path will always be 2 to the power n plus n minus 1. I'm not really sure. This is just what I can see. Kindly verify this on your own. But I think this works. Let's just verify it for to the power 2. So 4 plus 2 minus 1, which is equals to 5. So yeah, I think this is working. So the length of the path will be this number, to the power n plus n minus 1, because this is to the power n and we are adding n minus 1 bits from the start node. Okay, so that is that. And what you can try is, I mean, you don't really need to prove it, but you can try forming a formula for what is the number of Eulerian tours, number of debrueging sequences for n bit length. And I think it was 2 to the power n to the under root. So that was 2 to the power n minus 1. I think that was that. So you can, I'm not really sure if it was this number. Can you, if someone finds it, you can tell them in the comments. I will pin that comment so you will know that this was the number. I read this long ago, so I hope I am correct. Kindly search for this, okay? So someone can find out the number of smallest subsequence like that, and it is this number, okay? Okay, so that was it for this video. I will not show you the code because I think if you did watch the previous video, you should be able to find out the Eulerian tours and print one of them. And this time you need to print the edge, not the node, right? So try to figure it out. And if many people are having doubts in implementing this, I can make a separate video on the coding part, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you learned something new, kindly tell me in the comments, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.